They never thought this tree from high school would hold their baby's swing one day. Kelsey and Wes are high school sweethearts who met at a school dance when they were 14. And for their 1-year dating anniversary, Wes planted a tree at home for her. And over the years, the tree grew, just as their relationship did. Even when they branched out to a new state, they'd always go back to their roots to visit. They smiled next to it before tying the knot, renewed their vows under its leaves.
Know you is to love you.
And when their family grew with baby Bennett, it was a true mystery how it also grew a baby of its own. They told us coming back to their tree has grounded them. And who knew something planted almost 2 decades ago would truly become part of their family tree. She's asking her stepdad a huge question on his wedding day. Matt's the only father figure Kylie's had over the last few years. They love going swimming together, watching shows, and he never misses a basketball game or birthday. And Matt mentioned before that he'd love to be Kylie's dad. And after making sure Matt's biological kids were on board too, 12-year-old Kylie planned the special surprise for his and her mom Erin's wedding day. And Mom Erin told us Kylie's really looking forward to Father's Day because she said she'll finally officially have a dad this year.
These two best friends have never met in person until today. Andrew met Steven online 3 years ago playing video games. They played together every day, called each other, and now...
What up, Steven?
Not a day goes by that they don't talk. Even though Andrew works 80 hours a week, he always makes time to phone his best friend.
Oh my God. One hell of a surprise, huh?
Yeah.
Steven would always ask him when he was going to see him. So Andrew flew from Kentucky to Nevada to surprise him.
What do you say, Steven?
Oh man, what do you think, Steven? Oh, pretty cool.
Steven has Down syndrome and his family told us he gets bullied often, but Andrew always stands up for him. He told us he'll be his brother and best friend for life and hopes others remember to always be kind.
This dog is about to reunite with her owner after being lost for 3 years. Jacqueline rescued Luna 7 years ago. But one day, when Luna went outside to the bathroom, she disappeared. She looked for her for years and hoped she'd one day get a call about her. And that call finally came. A local dog trainer found Luna about an hour away from her home, dehydrated and underweight. And when they checked for a microchip at the vet, they found her owners. She was nervous Luna might not remember her, but she knew exactly who it was. And Jacqueline told us she thinks Luna felt safe again, knowing her mom had finally arrived to bring her home.
And she's healthy otherwise? Okay.
She seems to be, yeah.
Okay.
These brothers just found out their first baby sis was born.
Look at her hair. Oh, she doesn't like it.
The boys knew they were getting a new member of the fam, but didn't know if they were going to have another brother or their first baby sister.
What do you think?
Cute.
Connie Jo will have 7 big brothers in her family grown through foster care and adoption.
I love you, Bunny Joe. Me too.
And she'll get to grow up with her biological brothers that were also adopted by her parents, too.
She's so sweet.
Mom Maggie's grateful she gets to raise the siblings together, and she told us their family motto is, when you have more than you need, build a longer table.
Just try it. You see his name tag?
This grandpa battling cancer has no idea his grandson was named after him.
Jackson Anthony.
When Lindsay and Andrew found out they were expecting a baby boy,
1.
Yeah!
they decided to name him after Andrew's dad as they had always planned. And when Grandpa Anthony got diagnosed with cancer, they hoped the surprise would give him even more purpose to fight.
Hi.
His name? You see his name, Dad?
Huh?
You see his name?
Jackson Anthony.
After you.
Huh?
Oh, he's so cute.
Attaboy.
Grandpa Anthony told us he felt blessed and overwhelmed with love and joy. They thought this could be their only chance to get married.
You're now husband and wife. Congratulations.
Garrett was about to get a lung transplant, but not before marrying the love of his life, Taylor. He was a seemingly healthy 23-year-old when he started getting random coughs and pains, which led him down a long health journey.
My lungs kept collapsing. I ended up having multiple surgeries with my native lungs to fasten them to my ribcage, but unfortunately, my lungs were just too torn up and just too scarred up for that to really matter. I was losing so much weight so rapidly that it was terrifying for people who were around us that could see it happening.
That's when doctors started talking about a possible lung transplant.
For me, it got to the point where anything was better than what I was going through at the time. It was really hard on everybody, not just me. Taylor, she wasn't sleeping. She was taking care of me every waking hour.
All I wanted to do was just be there for him and help get through whatever it was. Things just kept going downhill, and finally it kind of got to the point where they were like, we need to begin the process for referring y'all to a transplant center.
But Garrett couldn't start the process without one thing.
We were scheduled to go to Vanderbilt to get evaluated, and I was like, we're not going up there without being engaged. The proposal was long overdue. I mean, I wanted to do it before then, but I just kept getting sick.
And after the proposal,
we were like, we definitely want to get married and have that experience before the transplant, because we had no clue how that was going to go. I
guess a lot of the things that you might wonder about, if someone's going to be there when things are hard, we had already checked those boxes.
So everyone came together to make their hospital wedding unforgettable. A Judge family friend married them, and Taylor's bestie drove 5 hours to bring them a mini wedding cake.
The nurses on our hospital floor, they overheard that we had a hospital wedding and didn't have rings, and went down to the gift shop and had rings purchased for us. We were going through things that a lot of people weren't, but it was.
We're still living.
Still living. You're now husband and wife. Congratulations.
And the thought of one day living their dream wedding kept Garrett going after surgery.
It was kind of like a light at the end of the tunnel.
So it's been a crazy journey, and I know we've had little setbacks, but we're finally getting you out of here.
As far as the dream that I had, I just kept picturing her in a white dress and just seeing her for the first time.
So never give up in despair, and think that you are through, but there's always a tomorrow and the hope of starting new.
And Garrett never did give up, so he finally got to live his dream.
I was crying before she came out. I was crying in anticipation of crying. It was incredible. It was just everything and more that I dreamed about. She said that she never really pictured having a big wedding or anything.
I didn't. I never thought that I would want to do that, but we had way too much to celebrate to not do that.
Like celebrating the ability to finally be able to do the little things together again.
Every day I have a moment where, I could just be driving down the road and I have just immense gratitude for just the most mundane thing that I'm doing. I remember being in the hospital and thinking, if I get out of this bed, I'm not going to waste another day. I miss taking out the trash. I miss going to get the mail. I miss, just the little things. It's the little things that I miss the most.
Every time I look at them, it's like we're living a normal life, or, as normal as it can be. Don't take things for granted, and to appreciate the little things in life, because when you can't do those things, you'll miss them.
Nothing's guaranteed. Your health tomorrow, nothing. I know it's cliche, everybody says it, but it's true. And it's important to, take a look around and put your phone down and listen to the birds and just little things.
This grandma's getting a huge surprise. It's her military granddaughter, Bree, who was stationed in Montana for the last 3 years with the Air Force. She hadn't seen her since.
How you doing, girl? Good to see my gal. Come on here.
And her visit just so happened to fall perfectly on her dad's birthday, too.
No, don't cry. You're gonna make me cry. I don't want to see you cry. Hi, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Derek was left speechless. He just couldn't believe it.
It's okay, Daddy.
I swear to God, it's your car.
Yeah, right.
Take it. It's your car. I promise.
Are you lying?
I promise. It's your car.
Nuh-uh.
I promise.
Why?
Single mom Vanessa raised both of her boys on her own since they were 8 and 6. And growing up, her cars would break down all the time. So when Tyler was 10, he vowed to buy her a reliable car one day.
Wait, this is my car?
She told us she felt overwhelmed with gratitude and love, and hopes other single parents realize their sacrifices never go unnoticed.
Are you lying?
I promise.
Listen, nobody would play with you like that. You bought me a car. Did you know?
Yeah, no problem.
Oh my God. Are you serious? I can't do this.
Look, it goes like this.
Hold on, I can't.
This is the moment an 111-year-old dream came true. Alexander's great-grandpa immigrated to the U.S. from Italy in 1913, hoping to pursue the American dream. But after returning home to help his wife move with him, he was drafted to fight in World War I. And even though he eventually survived the war, he couldn't move to the U.S. anymore because of new laws. But a century later, his great-grandson Alexander would fulfill his dream by finally becoming an American citizen himself, years after moving to the U.S. from Switzerland. And Alexander told us he felt like it was a moment that really brought his family full circle. Someone sneaking into this bridesmaid's first look. It's her best friend Jasmine, who she didn't think was going to be at the wedding.
All right, I want you to turn around and look at your friends.
Jasmine had just moved from Arizona to Washington to start an internship and thought she wouldn't be able to take time off. But they weren't going to let her miss her bestie's big milestone.
Oh my God, why did you do that?
My boss has got me a flight home.
They bought it for you? No. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is amazing.
You're so beautiful.
She can't believe what her mom just did.
That's your car, baby.
17-year-old Rachel always dreamed of owning a Camaro, though she never thought it'd be possible. But her single mom Karen wanted to show her that it was possible. Even while grieving the recent loss of her mom and sister, Karen worked a second job to save for her daughter's dream.
That is your car.
To show her just how strong we can be, and that dreams can come true.